The New York Yankees received some good news Friday on Gerrit Cole, but still not a best case scenario, leading to now needing one more starting pitcher for the regular season. That may come internally, but it could also come externally. Let's find out some possible solutions. As covered in one of our previous videos, Gerrit Cole had been having trouble with recovering from his starts. He said it would feel like he just threw 100 pitches in the regular season, even though he was only throwing around 50 pitches. His velocity had been fine, so there weren't any concerns there. The Yankees didn't express much concern and expressed that it was more of a precautionary measure to get an MRI. Cole gets an MRI and has it reviewed by 4 doctors chosen by the Yankees, per John Heyman. And the determination was that from the MRI that they did, there was no tear in any of the ligaments or the UCL. Obviously, good news. The Yankees, though, decided to go a step further and have Cole go to one of the best doctors who also reviewed the MRI, Dr. Neil Elatrash, just to make sure that the inflammation was not covering any sort of small tear on the UCL that couldn't be seen on the MRI. Cole goes to LA to meet the doctor, and doctor finds no tear in the UCL, meaning that Cole will not need any surgery. Dr. Elatrash told the Yankees that Cole should be back in the rotation in 10 to 12 weeks, of course, barring any setbacks or other injuries. Now, the Yankees lose their ace and have a big hole in the rotation. Yankees now have to ask themselves, do they try to cover the 2 to 3 months with internal pieces or try to get somebody externally? Some pieces that would make sense for the Yankees externally are Blake Snell, Jordan Montgomery, Trevor Bauer, Michael Lorenzen, and Dylan Cease. Of course, though, as most of you already know, Dylan Cease has been traded to the Padres, eliminating one of the very possible pieces the Yankees could have gone out to get. It was reported, though, that the Yankees did make an offer to the White Sox on Cease, but were just bested by the Padres due to the Yankees not wanting to give up pieces they were getting asked for. Now, the rest of these guys are free agents, so all this will cost is money. But there's a big issue. The New York Yankees are over the luxury tax, meaning that any players that the Yankees sign moving forward this year will cost double that amount. The question that the Yankees have to ask themselves is, do we think any of these starting pitchers are worth giving double the money, essentially, and will lead us to win a World Series? Before we move on, we would really appreciate it if you guys could hit that like button, comment down below which pitcher you would like the Yankees to sign, or if you would prefer for them to patch this up internally. And please subscribe. This helps us out with the YouTube algorithm, while you can also stay in touch with us and know when we drop our next videos. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. Blake Snell is out there. That is one of the guys that most of the Yankees fan base has been asking for. We know that the Yankees offered Snell a 6-year, $168 million deal before they signed Marcus Stroman. And Scott Boras denied that because he was looking for closer to $200 million. Does Snell do a short-term deal? Maybe 3 years, higher AAV? I mean, that really doesn't help the Yankees much, because if he goes for, let's say, 3 years, $100 million, that's an AAV of about $33 million, meaning that the Yankees will have to pay $66 million each year for him. I apologize, not each year, but at least this year, along with losing their second and fifth round draft pick and $1 million in international signing money. I think at this point, the ship has sailed for Snell and the Yankees. Jordan Montgomery, former Yankee, also another option, but from the reports out there, Monty wants nothing to do with coming back to New York. I haven't heard why, but a speculation could be because of what Brian Cashman said about Monty when he traded him for Harrison Bader a year ago. Cashman said that Monty didn't belong in the Yankees' postseason rotation and that he preferred a position of need, which was center field, with Harrison Bader. It could be that Monty took that to heart, or it could just be another reason why he doesn't want to come play for the Yankees. Another piece that the Yankees could go out and get, Michael Lorenzen, is another player that the Yankees could go after, and I have actually been interested in going after during the past couple of days with some reports that have gone out. I think Lorenzen could be a cheap option that could also move to the bullpen if needed later on. Lorenzen last year threw a career-high 153 innings with a 4.18 ERA and a 4.46 FIP. But I think at that point, why not just give one of your young guys a chance? We have Clayton Beeter, Will Warren, Luis Hill, and even the likes of Luke Weaver, who is not a younger guy but has pitched well for us the past year. Lastly, I think that the guy that I would want the Yankees to go for the most, though, is Trevor Bauer. Bauer has already come out and mentioned that he would play for the minimum wage and have incentives in his contract based on how he produces this year to try and get back into an MLB team. Bauer, of course, has dealt with some allegations the past few years, but from my knowledge, it looks like he has beat those allegations and nothing came from them. I did hear, though, that there are still 2 cases pending, but I'm not sure how accurate or inaccurate that is. Bauer pitched last year in Japan, started out a little rough, but then established himself as one of the best pitchers in Japan. Also, Bauer threw in a spring training game against the Dodgers just a few days ago. He threw 3 innings, 0 runs, topped out at 99 miles an hour, had 4 Ks, and 1 walk. I think Trevor is still one of the best pitchers in baseball if he gets the opportunity to prove it. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a comment down below of how you would like the Yankees to patch up their rotation while Gerrit Cole gets back. Please subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. See you on the next one.